years that Seun Sakaba's husband, a lieutenant colonel, was slain on the battlefield. And like many widows of slain soldiers in Nigeria, life has not been easy. The circumstances surrounding late Lieutenant Colonel Ibrahim Sakaba's death in Borno in 2017 is still one she questions till date. Seun Sakaba, who has now relocated to the United Kingdom, told the GuardianTV that it was excruciating when the news got to her that her husband had died in battle while facing Boko Haram, the deadly terrorist sect that has been tormenting Nigeria since 2010. She was not only flustered, she told us she became completely perplexed as to how to go on in life with a son.
That day was 18th November. I was born 20th November. So I was supposed to be 30 that day. And we spoke 18th. We were talking like on WhatsApp chats. So after then, I didn't hear from him. So I was just like, I was worried. I was thinking maybe it's network that is going to call me. So I waited till 20th, being my birthday. I didn't see him. So I was like, then I was angry. I was like, I will not talk to him if he calls me to apologize. I will not talk to him. So when I started sharing my birthday stuff, I was giving it out to people. So my friend now, she now wrote and said, I wish Oga is here. May God keep you and your son. Then I was like, I now asked, I said, what is it? I said, like in pidgin, I said, what's happen? She now said, no, that I meant, I wish Oga is here with you, would have celebrated this your birthday with your son. And I said, okay, that I've not even heard from him. So from there, I was having funny calls. Like somebody now called me and said, hello, madam, is in the army. He said, have you heard from Oga? I said, yes, we spoke 2 days ago. That I've not heard from that. I'm even angry with him. He now asked me a question. He said, who is Oga's NOK? Then I said, I don't know. That I think it's me. I said, oh, my son. He was like, no, I first asked, I said, what is NOK? He now said, NOK means nest of king. I was said, maybe it's me or my son. Later, I now realized, why is he asking me who is August NOK? And now, if my husband calls me, I'm going to tell him that this man just called me. I was asking who is this NOK. So from there, I was like, what is happening? Why are people calling me to say, all this kind of funny calls?
More disheartening and discomforting for Seun was the way and manner the news of her husband's death was communicated. She in fact had to resort to the internet to confirm the death of her husband, as the military high command did not communicate to her on time.
Until after 3 days, I was not saying that there was an attack in Metele. I was like, attack. I called the man that called me to ask me, who is NOK? I said, has he heard from my husband? He said, they just spoke now that Oga is fine. So a soldier, and I called a soldier. He said that there is an attack. But Oga and all of them, they are in the bush, that they ran away, that he will call me soon. So one of my classmates that is in the military also, I now called him because he's also in the bush. He said, hey, Seun, there is an attack, but don't worry, I'll call you. I said, okay, no problem. I started calling, he didn't pick my call again. I became worried until I now saw the news on internet that he's killed. I said, never, that can't be possible. So until his friend now came home and broke the news, his friend being a civilian. Because when I now wrote that threat and said, Nigerian Army, I'm giving you 24 hours to get back to me or face me. After 4 or 5 days, that was when they now came officially already have heard the news. So now tell me that he's dead. So it was crazy. He has been in Maiduguri for a year, going to 2 years before he died. It's only his corpse that we saw.
Sadly, this loss feels familiar for her. Seun had earlier lost a brother-in-law, a military officer, who also died in active service to the country.
He came back from peacekeeping. Immediately he came, they said he should go to Yobe State to fight Boko Haram. That was where he died. Nobody didn't even tell us. They didn't even come to tell the family anything about the guy's death today. They said missing in action. That was my husband found out that it was missing in action. Till dates. We've not heard about the guy. No confirmation about the guy's death.
Years after her husband's demise, like many other widows of slain soldiers, Seun is lamenting the Ministry of Defense's failure to pay her husband's life insurance claims. The road to getting this claim has indeed been bumpy, with no definite closure to when she will get her late husband's dues. From writing letters to signing countless documents, interviews, and numerous visits to various army offices, Seun has done it all and still yet to be paid.
Almost all the soldiers that died with him there, they've paid their family. Why are you holding up to my own? I have met so many people. This one will say he's not yet ready. He's not yet ready for 3 years. Why?
The shabby manner the widows are treated by the government officials is almost as if the sacrifice paid by these fallen heroes is not appreciated. Some of the widows of the fallen officers are often made to travel miles by road during the funeral ceremonies of their dead husbands. Fallen heroes who have children below 6 years have had their children uncatered for, because by law, if the child is not up to 6 years old, then he or she can't be sponsored.
You said you want to do sponsorship of 4 biological kids of the late people. My son is only one person, and you've not done anything. You've not even sponsored him. I've done all necessary things. I even went for the interview. That one general was even saying there that was telling the widows, saying I go carry belle for our side. Now come they expect the Nigerian Army to help to train you na pikin abi. Can you imagine? I have to stand up and tell the man that what you are saying is wrong. Now can you hunt women? You treat, if their husband die, you treat them like rags. The way they were even saying, one was saying, if you are not respecting yourself, I go lock on a hole. Can you imagine? But the thing is that I'm not the only one being held when it comes to this money stuff. There are some people, like a lady reached out to me and said her own is 7 years now. So there are some people, they said from 2014 they've not paid them. Why? I believe that if a personnel died, you should take care of their family, not making those families to suffer. Imagine somebody died. We are telling the women to go by road to go and bury their husband. Are you seeing that madness? That the women even told me that they had accidents on their way to Maiduguri that is not safe. Why some, when they get to that Maiduguri again, you tell them to go and stay in the barrack. You cannot even book an hotel, good hotel for them to stay. You need to see the coffin they buried my husband in. It was the worst coffin. Just like they went and looked for, is it Paco, Abi, whatever. Some were even packed on sack bag. The age they pay for kids is from 6 years. You are pregnant that time. The man died. They will not do anything sponsorship. They might not even sponsor that side. He told me my son was 5. He said, until when you're picking down this year and 6 kind of then you will apply. I had to leave it for them. Other women came with small children. We cannot. So who will pay that money till 6 years old?
It is agonizing that fate has thrown these widows with fragile shoulders a heavy load to carry. For Seun, amongst other things, it is the burden of having to do life alone.
I knew my husband 2007, and we've been together since 2007. But we got married officially 2011. And he's a good man, a very nice man. Even soldiers that knows him knows that he's a nice man. They still talk about him in that he's a nice man. It has affected me because sometimes I behave anyhow, because sometimes I don't even care. Like, it's not been easy though, and I'm not even ready to start life with anyone. I'm just myself thinking, let me just take care of my son. It's better for me.
She was lucky to have had a UK visa and that of their son just 10 days before her husband's demise. That has afforded her at least an easier life, but some others can't say the same.
Without this UK government that has made it possible for me and my son, I don't think anything will be better. Maybe I might be in Nigeria doing things I'm not supposed to do. But if in anything, Nigeria is supposed to take responsibility of me, because my family lost 2 people. Lost the brother, lost my husband. After a month, the mother died. They lost 3 people. So Nigerian government knows that they're supposed to compensate my family very well. We're not even supposed to start fighting for our rights. They're not even supposed to, because 3 families died. So if another country can take responsibility of me, talk more of the country that my husband and his brother sacrificed their life. They cannot take responsibility of me. If the women are afraid to talk, I will talk, because I have freedom. I'm in a country that we have freedom to talk. We have freedom to express ourselves. And I know that British government cannot treat their soldiers the way Nigerian government is treating their soldiers and their family. It's wrong. Somebody that put his life in such mess, you should take care of his family that he left behind, not by abandoning them.
These soldiers died in service to their country. The least that can be done is to take care of their wives and children in appreciation of the sacrifices paid.